Hey, imagine you've just got a free evening and you're trying to decide whether to finally add a treadmill to your apartment. You've probably Googled best compact treadmill 100 times, read a few Reddit threads, and maybe even watched a couple of unboxing videos that all sound the same. The big question is, will this machine actually fit into your life without turning your living room into a gym warehouse, and more importantly, will it actually help you stick to those jogging goals you keep putting off? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I'm going to walk through the 5HP Foldable Treadmill and try to give you the kind of rundown you'd expect after a few days of real-world testing and a lot of digging through the forums. First off, the thing markets itself as a 5-horsepower unit that folds flat, boasts a 15-level auto incline, and claims to support up to 400 pounds. On paper that sounds like a lot, but the practical picture starts with the size. When you unfold it, you're looking at a deck that's roughly 55 inches long and 20 inches wide. That's enough room for most people to get a comfortable stride, but you'll still need a clear space of about 8 feet in length to let the belt run at its top speed of 10 miles per hour without constantly hitting the wall. In a typical one-bedroom apartment, the treadmill will sit nicely against a wall, but you'll have to keep the surrounding area free of coffee tables or toys. The good news is the fold-down mechanism is quick and doesn't require any tools. Just lift the front, press the lock, and it collapses into a rectangle that you can slide under a bed or into a closet. Now, let's talk about daily usability because that's where a lot of buyers get tripped up. The console is a fairly standard LCD panel with a few big buttons, a built-in speaker, and a heart rate monitor that reads through the handrails. You can also download a companion app that lets you track mileage, calories, and even set up custom workouts. In my experience, the app syncs within a minute or two and holds onto data even if you forget to log a session, which is a nice backup if you're the type who loses your phone mid-run. The auto incline feature is what sets this model apart from many other foldable options. You set the desired grade and the treadmill will adjust the deck in increments of about 1%. The transition feels smooth and there's no sudden jerk that throws off your gait, which is crucial when you're trying to incorporate hills into a beginner's cardio routine. However, there are a few hidden trade-offs that you won't see in the spec sheet. The motor is advertised as 5 HP, but that rating is the peak, not the continuous output. If you spend a lot of time at the upper end of the speed range, say, doing interval sprints at 9-10 mph, you'll notice the belt slowing down a tad after a few minutes. That's not a fatal flaw for a home treadmill aimed at walking, jogging, and light interval work, but if you're training for a marathon and need consistent high-speed performance, you might find it limiting. The dual-deck shock absorption system, which promises a softer impact, does its job for walkers and casual joggers, but seasoned runners will still feel a noticeable firmness compared to higher-priced models with larger cushioning panels. Who should buy this treadmill? If you're a busy professional or a stay-at-home parent who wants to squeeze quick cardio sessions into a cramped living space, this is a solid candidate. The 400-pound weight limit means it can accommodate most users, and the auto incline lets you spice up a 30-minute walk without having to manually crank a lever. The price point sits in the mid-range for foldable treadmills, so you're getting a decent amount of tech, 71 preset programs, speed up to 10 miles per hour, without breaking the bank. The unit is also fairly quiet, around 70 dB at top speed, so you can run while watching TV or listening to a podcast without disturbing roommates. On the flip side, you should skip it if you're an elite athlete or anyone who plans to spend a lot of time at sprint speeds. The motor's continuous output could become a bottleneck, and the deck's cushioning, while adequate for jogging, isn't designed for high-impact training. Also, if you're looking for a treadmill that can double as a standing desk while you type away, the handrails don't flip up enough to give you a full-length workspace, and the console isn't detachable. Finally, people who need a very silent machine for early morning workouts in an apartment building with thin walls may find the noise a bit more noticeable than on premium models that claim sub-60 dB operation. A practical strength that often goes overlooked is the treadmill's ease of storage. Because it folds to a height of just under a foot, you can slide it behind a sofa or even store it in a garage corner when not in use. The dual-deck system also adds a layer of durability after a